This is Team 8's Marks and Spencer evaluation.
Why has Marks and Spencer's been so successful in the UK retailing? Our group believes there wasn't a strong competitor in the market. This allowed them to dominate the market. They had a unique set of goods that provided high value for a decent price. They were customer centric. They cared about their customers' needs. They cared about their staff. They were a strong relationship with their suppliers, and they wanted their suppliers to succeed. So they constantly helped the suppliers become more efficient. They cut costs in areas that did not affect the quality of their goods, like overhead. Due to the size of the UK, people were willing to travel significant distances to buy their brands.
What type of strategies are they pursuing? First, people-centric, happy customers and happy employees. Second, creations of high-quality, affordable products. They try to differentiate their products from others by offering a high-quality, basic, conservating clothing products. Third, unique supplier relationship. They work with suppliers to buy in bulk. Suppliers create to their needs by producing merchandise that's M&S determined by the current market demands. Fourth, target a narrow segment. Middle class and upper class shoppers that are looking for high quality items at good priced. And last, marketing was done through word of mouth. It received lots of press coverage due to their large presence in the UK. Influencer marketing done by selling to royalty and other high-end customers.
Why have they had difficulties replicating success in Canada and France? We do believe that the customer bases in Canada and France were far too different than those in the UK. They didn't do enough research to understand how they could cater to these customers. And in France, the customers were typically older and their products did not appeal to them. They did not do any relevant marketing. Word of mouth only works if people actually make it into the store. The people did not know that the products were high quality because they didn't go into the store. They did not think out how to supply the stores effectively. Tariffs in Canada were too high to bring in their UK goods. They then switched to Canada suppliers, but then determined that they did not create high quality goods and backtracked and went back to the UK goods, even though the tariff costs were still there.
What is your assessment of the Brooks Brothers and King Supermarkets acquisitions? Number one, for Brooks, in terms of Brooks Brothers, as external consultants, we think it was a really good acquisition. It's because we think that this fits along with their business model, number one, and the joint venture with the Japanese company also helped in their supplier side. And because of their high quality products, we think that this could have been the Lexus to their Toyota. And secondly, in regards to King Supermarkets, we think this is not a really good acquisition. King Supermarkets was a really big supermarket, which means they had a large selection of products compared to M&S by itself. And their plan to phase out the different products in King Supermarkets compared to their own products was very different from their model. Manufacturers' brands dominated the US market, and we think during that time people probably preferred manufactured brands, and it'd be hard for M&S's private label products to compete with US's manufactured brands. Finally, M&S stated they were buying Kings as a way to start their supplier network. However, it seemed like a steep price and a poor investment.
Based on your evaluation of Mark and Spencer's competencies, do these acquisitions make sense as a pathway for growth? Would you recommend an alternative path? When it comes to Brooks Brothers, we do believe, as Anderson stated, that this was a strong acquisition as a pathway for growth. This was not only an expansion in the US market, but also an expansion of their products. Now they could provide a high quality product that they could sell at a high price, which is different than the products they were selling previously, which were high quality, medium price, or kind of the average price. They would also be able to use their strong suppliers to decrease the cost to make Brooks Brothers products, and they could also use that for future growth as using Brooks Brothers manufacturer as a supplier. They could also take the best practices that they've learned from Brooks Brothers products to increase the quality of their own internal products here in the UK. And they would also be able to utilize the Japanese venture to increase their efficiencies in the textile market, which would give them an upper hand on lowering their costs on the M&S brand. We also believe they should keep the brands separate, and they should not be in the same place, as this would cause cannibalization. So Brooks Brothers should retain itself in the United States, and M&S should stay in the UK. And then as far as the King supermarkets go, as stated by Anderson, we do not believe this was a good acquisition. Their grocery business, the M&S grocery business, was successful because they relied on their cold storage and their cold chain infrastructure. They had high brand loyalty in the UK, and they also had strong brand image that was really only exploitable in the UK, as we saw that it didn't really correlate in the France and Canadian markets. Since they've already acquired the Kings, at this current time, we suggest that they liquidate the assets and reinvest the cash back into the UK stores, which were in need of updates and repairs. The way that they could expand or continue to grow within the UK would be to use their current infrastructure and grow out their grocery stores in the UK as kind of the future development of the United Kingdoms grows out. And they could use their cold chain infrastructure that was already in place, as well as the high brand loyalty and the high customer loyalty. So thank you so much.